Continue for 3/4 of a mile. Speed warning. In a 1/4 mile, merge onto I-90 West Massachusetts Turnpike.
What's up, guys? This is my second attempt on making this video. I tried making one yesterday and I just started rambling on because it's been so long since I sat in front of the camera. So, just finishing up the week. Got a few hundred miles to get home. Figure I'd slap out a video real quick. Try to get home with the 3 hours I have left to drive. We'll BC the rest of it. Just got screwed around today. Picked up out of the rail yard. I was supposed to pick up out of Syracuse. Then they sent me to the rail yard to pick up the trailer. And then I ended up getting stuck. Not stuck, but unable. I mean, in a form I was stuck. I was unable to get into the yard because the train was blocking the yard on both sides. There's two different ends that you can enter. Of course, I think the train was getting ready to move from the first spot. I turned around and went to the second spot. When I got to the second spot, that train had just crossed that part. This is what it is. So I ended up waiting it out. Thought I was waiting it out. It had stopped for a couple minutes. I was like, all right, well, let's go see if we can get to the other entrance. And then it started moving again. I said, well, now it's blocking that entrance. It was fun. It was fun. What are you gonna do? So as you see, I got my teeth fixed. I wouldn't really say that they're fixed. They're replaced. A lot of money went into it, but it's done for now. I still have 5 more that I'm going to do, so it'll even up and look a little bit better. These are a little bit, I think they're a little bit bigger than my original teeth, but no, I don't think they look too bad. I think it just looks funny on the camera because I haven't seen teeth on the camera in so long, and not to mention my teeth haven't been that white since I was a freaking kid. And they're not even all that white. Anyway. Just been tugging along. Trying to get things done. Like I said, I got those done. Other than that, I've been sitting on the couch playing with my new tractor at the house. I got a new Coyote compact tractor. So I've been messing around with that. It finally came last month, the end of last month sometime. I was waiting on that since the end of August. Right now I'm doing UPS runs. I got another one coming up on Tuesday. Today's Friday, so I got a 3-day weekend. Which is nice. I had a 3-day weekend last weekend too. Then I worked this week. I did Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all over $2,000 a day. I think we did 2,300, 2,500, 21 and change, and then I did another 2,500 today. Came out just over $9,000. Probably just shy of that by the time I take out the little percentage that Coyote charges. What else? That's about it. Just trying to make some money. Trying to get through Christmas. Speaking of which, I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I was home with the family, and then I'm going to work next week, and I'm going to try to get a couple loads in Christmas week. And if I don't, then I'll be off until New Year's. And then next year I'm going to be kicking myself in the ass and doing what I got to do to get things up and rolling. By the beginning of next year, April, so the beginning of the second quarter next year, I plan on hiring a driver to run this truck, and I'm going to go buy my truck, the truck that I really want. And then after I get my truck, and between the two trucks, as soon as I can, I'm going to buy a third truck. And we're just going to start working on getting things going. Start getting this company built up. I only have, starting next year, as of September of next year, I will have 5 years left. I plan on being done as of 2000, by the end of September 2027. That's my 20 years driving truck. Not that I have to stop driving truck after 20 years. It's just, that's the number I put on it. I'm gonna retire from the truck from being a full-time driver. Not that I'm much of a full-time driver now. In that course of 5 years, I'm gonna start working myself off. I'm always gonna have a truck parked in the driveway. So when I feel the urge, I can go out and run a load. But I'm going to start working on building my businesses at home, so that I can live off of my property. Of course, I'll be making money off of the trucking company too, but not as much as some of these people. But that's a whole different story. So anyway, I just want to touch base with you guys, let you know what's going on, where I've been. I don't really have much to talk about. I guess another thing I can tell you is once I get a driver, possibly before I get a driver, I'm going to most likely be going and buying another flatbed. Actually, a couple months ago, I almost bought one. I almost bought a Conestoga flatbed. It was a Rittenhour Big Bubba, but it wasn't ready. And the guy kind of tried stringing me along, and I wasn't going for that. So I don't do business with people that aren't going to come out and tell me what the deal is. But I'm kind of glad that fell through, because the Conestoga wasn't the style that I wanted anyway. So I know there was a video. I know I can look it up again. I don't remember which one it was that I wanted, but they did. There is a video on YouTube where they had like 4 Conestogas side by side, and they did a kind of a test comparison on which one was the fastest one to use and whatnot. So I'll do a little more research. Right now, I kind of got my eye on that trailer Trucker Dan's got. He has that, what the heck is that trailer called? Either way, I think that's the one I'm going to go after, Dorsey. The more and more I looked at it, and it's got everything that I really want. It's got the lift axle, it's got the J-hooks, it's all aluminum. I mean, those are the 3 major things that I wanted. I always liked having pop-ups, but I don't need pop-ups because of the J-hooks. So then the J-hooks are even better than the pop-ups. I mean, not as far as not having to carry the hooks around, but as far as being able to put them anywhere you want on the trailer, front to back. Well, I mean, I know that's on the sides, but the pop-ups were like every foot or something like that. If you needed it in between there, you couldn't put it in there. You couldn't put it down to the exact inch that you wanted it. So those are the 3 things I really wanted. So either before I pay the trailer off or after I pay the trailer off, depending on the agreements made when I make the purchase, I'll just go get my own Conestoga put on it. Because if I have to tarp for a little while, then so be it. I'll just try to avoid them as much as possible. But I love doing flatbed. I just don't like doing tarps. I really don't. And if Conestoga means I gotta do mostly coils all the time, then so be it. I'll do it. But I like the hours of the Conestoga or the open deck freight, and I really like the Conestogas. You know, I'm sure there's still plenty of loads that I'll be able to take with them. And then during the winter time, I'm going to do exactly what I'm doing right now, and that's power only stuff. Which I think is what I'm going to end up having my driver do, at least until the point that I can get a reefer or a drive-in at a decent price. Because I know the prices are going to end up falling down. I mean, just saw one the other day, a newer trailer. I don't even think it was brand new, for $70,000 for a drive-in. I know my buddy CT just bought one last year. I think it was last year for 35, somewhere around there. So they're trying to charge almost double the price for a trailer right now. So I'll wait until them prices drop back down before I go grab a trailer. But right now, I mean, you can make plenty of money doing power only. It is kind of nice at the same time because you get the drop and hook trailers. You don't have to sit there and wait for the trailers to be loaded and unloaded. Well, some there's a good amount that are being unloaded, but you don't have to wait around getting loaded. All depends on who you're dealing with. I've been doing a lot of pretty much 3 runs that I've been doing is either empty trailers with Amazon. I'm pulling them down from $800 to $1,000 from New York, from Syracuse down to Pennsylvania. Or the one load I took was over here to Albany. Actually, I think I took one to Pennsylvania that paid like $1,000 something. The rest of them were just under $1,000. I've done some convoy loads. Convoy has a new thing set up where you have a flexible return time. So you can pick 24 hours after delivery, which is like $30, or they'll give you 48 hours after delivery for $60. Basically $60 off of off of the load that you pulled for them. So I try to do that, and then I try to get a nice run, even if I only have it for an extra 24 hours. I try to get a really good run to more than cover that $60 that they're going to charge me. Plus, it gives me a little extra leeway in case I don't find a load right away. I've been doing pretty good with that, and then I've been doing a good amount of JB Hunt. So I'll go through. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes you go through hell to get an empty trailer. But I've been doing okay. I get hooked up to the empty trailer. I'll go drop it off, pick up the preloaded trailer, run that wherever, do a drop and hook, and then find another power only load and go do that. So, and then again, now I'm on the UPS stuff. I got one lined up for next week. I got two more that are possible for next week. I'm going to try to knock out the 4 days again next week and see if we can get them done. They got a bunch of loads for the week after Christmas, but I'm not coming out until after New Year, so it is what it is. Anyway, it's just over 16 minutes of talking. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. If I don't see you guys, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever you want to say. Thanks for watching.